Hi, Bob. You mentioned something about the defense bailing you guys out. How long can you hold on to the defense kind of bailing you out and having less than average games from the offense? Like how sustainable do you guys really think this is? Because like there's a tipping point for everything, obviously. And you haven't had good games. You're 4-0 right now. Offensively, you haven't had good games, but you're still 4-0. Like, do you think how long do you think this can continue?
How
All season, baby.
sustainable? Yeah, I
All
was gonna
season.
say how
Defense wins
sustainable
championships, baby.
it does. Like how sustainable was the Steelers defense for so many years? How sustainable was the Patriots defense for so many years? The
But they still
Ravens,
lost
the
games.
Bears.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you
No, I
think they
mean,
can
yeah,
go
you're gonna drop a
17 and
game,
0
but
like this or no?
Absolutely, yes. Are
do
you
I think we
serious?
could
What kind
go
of question is
17 and
that?
0? Do I think we could go 17 and 0 like this? Yes. Would we? Probably not.
Oh, come on.
Could we? Yeah, sure.
The
Will
way
we?
Yes.
Not unless the offense starts gets clicking, especially given the injury issues that we have. Things will have to change on offense but if we continue on the same path that we're on now, we'll probably drop a game here or there. But once it comes to championship time, like what's it matter? What's two
Yeah.
games matter?
No,
What's
you're
what
right.
when it
I'm
when
with
it
you there.
comes to like possession throughout a game and managing the clock, we one of the big things that they talked about last game, in the way that the Chiefs win games, and we're 8 of 9, 8 of our last 9 are one score wins, right? Like we're winning by small margins. We have the ball at the end of the game, and a lot of the times Andy knows how to manipulate shit to where that's what happens. And this team is just kind of built to win those games. So I can very easily see it happening, but I mean 17 and 0. I'm not. I don't even like. I just want the three-peat, man. We don't need to win all 17
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
games
Would
to
that
win
be
I'm
bad for
championships.
good.
you guys? Do you think that would be bad for you as like not only Chiefs fans, but do you think as like a team, like to go
Going
17 and 0 in the
17.
regular
No,
season? Yeah. Like, do you
no.
think?
With
I think
Andy
I'd
and
be worried
Patrick at
about
the
our
helm.
health and how run down some of our players
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
But
Yeah. But I
yeah.
mean, like traditionally, like teams that have had like the best season ever, like obviously the Patriots taken away from football here, like the Boston Bruins 2 years ago were the best team in hockey ever, but they didn't get out of the first round of the playoffs. Like, do you think the talk
it's
about
only
being the best regular season team ever can affect you in the playoffs?
it's only impossible until it happens, man. If there's a team that can fucking do it, it's a
It's
team
this
led by
one
the
right
Denver
here in
Broncos.
Kansas City.
You guys are sure as hell confident. I wish I was that confident about my team. Fuck.
The Raiders. Let's. I want to talk a little bit about the Saints team because they started off really hot. Have teams started to catch up to what they're trying to do offensively? Because defensively, they've been pretty stand pat. There's been some low scoring affairs that they've had in the first couple weeks, and then they've started to kind of lose a little bit of that grip. Offense has backpedaled quite a bit. It's Derek Carr, so that's not unexpected. But this is still seems to be a pretty decent team. We all thought coming into the season that the Saints team was not going to be very good, and they're kind of showing their hand here. Is there any sort of nervousness around this game? What are we thinking?
I'm just hoping we don't come out flat. I'm hoping we take the Saints seriously because they can obviously compete. I still don't think they're the best team in their division. I think the Bucks are better. But they're
Interesting.
they're they're decent.
I think we
We're
probably. Oh, go ahead, Sean. Go ahead.
you gotta remember this is an NFC North team or South team. Are we really worried about that?
I feel
It's a
No.
like you're
trap
not
game
until
No.
you
if
are.
if we take that fucking attitude, Sean.
We take that
I'm taking that
Yeah,
attitude, Sean.
attitude. The
yeah.
players
You're
will not
not.
take that attitude.
You're not worried about it until it's the fourth quarter and you're down and you're like, oh shit.
No, it's the
Like, you
meme that Bird
know.
Lawyer puts out every week. I'm so excited to watch my team play. Shit, we're gonna lose the game. Nice, we won
Yeah.
at the end. That's how I feel every single game.
Yeah. But I
all
mean, like
all
that
I
Pretty
was
much.
know
definitely at last. That was definitely against the Chargers. It was like you guys were not concerned at all, and it was 10-0 for a long time in that game. It felt like.
that's our favorite number. That being down 10 is
I
Pat's
know it
favorite
Let
really
that
number.
go down
is.
10, man. I love
Motherfuckers.
to see it every time.
You just got to go up 12. That's the or 14. That's the key there.
I don't know. We saw, what was it, a 20, 21, 28 nothing comeback in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Seen that
Yeah.
happen too. So
So
unless it's
okay, so
like
maybe
40.
So a 6 point lead.
It's even worse. Say hello to the 49ers for us.
Yeah. Yeah. You can come back. I get it. All right. You guys can come back. I fucking all right. All right.
Just we know, like I said, we are built to win those one score games. We have all the personnel and the know how to I mean, Andy hardly ever takes the opening kickoff, right? We always want the kickoff coming out of half. So
Hmm.
we can flip the possession going into half sometimes, and it's
Yeah, get
just
that double
it's
dip.
little things like that we do. That's just kind of like second, like that we know that shit like the back of our hand that other coaches I feel like are nowhere near.
Yeah. I don't expect there to be a lot of penalties. I think Andy Reid was probably pretty frustrated with the amount of penalties you guys had last week and just in general. Over the last few weeks, you guys have kind of been penalized a lot more than it seems like normally. In my humble opinion, you can probably look at stats, but it feels like you have been. I don't expect there to be a lot of penalties. I think you guys play a pretty clean game, penalties wise.
One of the aspects of the game that we don't get to talk about too much actually really bled into multiple games last week where there were a lot of muffed punts. One of those
Mm,
muffed punts came from the Saints and Rashid Shaheed and kind of flipped the game on its head. We, as the Chiefs fans, have one of the best special teams coaches in the league in Uncle Tube. That guy is a genius when it comes to special teams. Could we see some different looks, especially from the punter that we have in Matt Ariza? Could we give different looks to the returners back there and maybe flip this game on its head from a special teams perspective?
possibly. In what
I
aspect of the special
yeah.
teams? Like what aspect are you thinking here? Punt,
Nice.
kickoff?
I mean, man, it's been a long time since we've seen a return
Hmm.
for the Kansas City Chiefs. We've seen the returns increase, but we have not seen a return for a touchdown from the Kansas City Chiefs in a while. As well, I mean, yeah, punting. Can we give the Rashid Shaheed and whoever else is back there a different look on the punts?
One
Man,
big hit,
you
one
guys
big
love
hit on a
special teams.
return. One
No,
Yeah,
big hit on a return, and we're
no,
gonna get the
geez.
ball.
Tybo's got a shit-eating grin over there.
No,
Talking about fucking
I'm thinking of a new way to find you guys. A mixture of Question Master and one of my finds, the dead air, bro. Like
the dead
a question.
air.
I feel like I've been talking a lot, trying to get the rest of you guys to
We're all
get your
guilty of
shit
dead
in.
air.
I
At
asked
the
a
at the end
question
of
and
the
then I
day,
got
like
Bob
asked a
dead
comes with
air,
a
question to
lengthy
the
question
question.
that nobody wants to fucking
dead
answer.
air's on all of us. I don't
That's a
know.
go ahead and call it, Tommy.
That's a team fine.
Oh
Oh,
fuck.
I don't know. I think obviously special teams is special, but yeah, I see more of like a kickoff return. We haven't seen a legit prime time kickoff return yet. This could be the week.
I don't know if Kansas City quite has anybody that is capable of taking one home. McCole Hardman doesn't look affected back there at all. He's actually gone
Hasn't. Not
backwards.
not as a punt
Like
returner.
I and we're pretty comfortable with just kneeling it or letting these touchbacks happen on the kickoffs. Like there hasn't been many returns. Like
Yeah.
I it is what it is. I
For
I
the
don't
Chiefs, in
expect.
the sense of the Chiefs, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because like
There
kickoff returns are up throughout the league, so
Not
I've
for
that's
been seeing
us.
a lot of
no,
touchbacks.
no, not I'm not saying for you. I'm not saying
Yeah.
for
I've
you.
been
I'm
seeing
saying
a
as a
lot of
whole.
League wide.
touchbacks.
No, as an NFL, kickoff returns are up through the first 4 weeks compared to the last year's first 4 weeks.
Which
So
was the
Is there?
lowest
I feel
out of
like
it
any
was,
league.
it
there's
was,
still only one kickoff return touchdown though, right?
Yes,
yeah,
there's only been
uh-huh,
one touchdown, but as far as like just returning the ball in general and less
hmm
touchbacks, we
hmm
we are seeing less touchbacks year over year, thanks to the
uh-huh,
new rule.
hmm Do you guys like the new rule? Do you like the new kickoff or no?
I do. I would like to see to punish the touchbacks a little bit more instead of
Yeah,
putting
I'm
it
with
on
you.
the what
They're
is it,
already
the
talking about that.
25? Put it
They're
Well,
on
it's
the
on the
35.
30. It's
It's
got
on
to
the
they're
be
gonna
on the
put it on put
35.
it on the 40.
they're talking about next year. They're gonna implement, put it on the 35.
Put it on the
So
Well,
they're gonna
40.
try to do something.
Never kick it through the back of the end zone.
yeah,
Don't
no,
care.
you should if we really want to punish teams, like yeah, do not kick that shit out the back of the end zone.
And Harrison Butker will kick it out of the back every single time still.
Every time. Every
You don't
single
think
time.
he has the touch?
No, he
No,
Or
does.
you think they're just like, fuck it,
Andy
we got a
doesn't
great
care.
defense. I don't care.
Andy doesn't care. Yeah. He's just kick it out. No returns. Yeah, I would like to see that punished a little bit more to force more returns. I think that would help out a little bit better. Because I want to see that more. And especially because we don't have to worry about the injuries as much because dudes aren't running 40-yard dashes and then smacking into a brick wall. We have a little bit more flexibility around those areas and can see some more returns.
RIP to the wedge.
Tybo, who are you going to be watching for this game?
Look, Kareem Hunt was already mentioned earlier. I feel
don't take my
like
guy.
for the rest of the season, he's literally a 100-yard a game candidate. Kareem Hunt behind this offensive line could be something special. The whole what ifs. What if Kareem Hunt never kicked a woman and he stayed in Kansas City? Like as Kansas City fans have dreams about it quite seriously. But my player to watch, Noah Gray.
Damn it.
We are
So true.
without the top two wide receiver options. The way the passing game is going to look on Sunday is going to be tight and heavy. Maybe Jared Wiley even gets involved, but Noah Gray is almost like a comfort target for Pat Mahomes. So touchdown watch for Noah Gray this weekend.
I like
Big
that.
day, Noah
Touchdown
Gray.
watch.
I want to see that incorporated every show now.
Player to watch for me. I don't know if he's going to get activated in front of the practice squad or not, but Justin Ross. If he gets on there, I'm back on the hype train, man. It's straight up to my nips again. I'm excited. Our receivers are out.
I'm right there with you.
Bring him back, dude. Let him do something. He looked like he had some good chemistry out there during preseason, so let him go out there and do something during the regular season, man. Come on.
If not him, Jody Fortson.
Joey,
Gotta be one of those two. Let's either go
Give him another
4-man
week.
heavy
Give him
sets.
another week. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Just give me tight end one, baby. That's all I want to see.
Well, he's fast enough to be a wide receiver. He don't need to block. Just put
Just
him
line him
on,
up outside.
Put him on the wide receiver depth chart. It's all right.
I'm going to say a guy. We've talked a lot about defense, so I feel like there's not anybody that we can just call out that isn't obvious already. So I'm going to go to the offensive side, and it's a guy who's got some chemistry with Patrick Mahomes. A guy that needs to get going. His number is now going to be called. He's now flushed into our number one wide receiver spot. It is Juju Smith.
Oh,
Juju!
wow.
Who is recently pictured out at Platte City at Shiloh Springs Golf Course. It's a pretty decent course. Shout out Shiloh Springs.
Yeah, it is.
No free
Just
ads.
pictured out there. Free ads to Shiloh Springs.
They're cool people.
He was just pictured out there, so I need you, Juju, a little less time on the golf course, a little more time in the film room and the rehab room. Let's get those knees and feet right, okay? Let's get out there. Your knees and feet. You're the number one wide receiver.
He's trying to rank high for TikTok golf videos. That's why he's out on the golf course. A mix of TikTok and golf. It's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker right now. Yeah. My player to watch will. Oh,
fuck you, Tommy. Go ahead.
Fine. I mean, you're gonna hate my pick anyways because he's not gonna be a Chief. So my player to watch is also another offensive player, but he is on the Saints. Chris Olave. Watch out for him. He's had a pretty mid year.
Like picking
I think
Patrick Mahomes as a player to watch. Like,
Live,
come
laugh,
on.
Olave.
He's only got one touchdown this year, so I think they're probably gonna try and feed him. You guys are definitely gonna key on like Rashid Shaheed, like, hey, don't let this fucking guy get loose. That could be a problem. So that might open up some space for Chris Olave. So he could have a day.
And after Monday night, he will still have only one touchdown on the year.
He's getting locked down.
Oh man,
Sweet.
I've said Sunday and this weekend a couple times. You guys haven't found me, so you can't find me now.
No, we still can.
He's the one who tracks them, Sean. So I mean,
we
can say it.
You think he tracks his own fines?
Myself.
Yes, I do. I'm in second place.
He's a trustworthy guy at times.
I am.
Sometimes.
Again, at times.
I'm in the running for chaplain for our fantasy football group.
Listen, this game's taking place at Arrowhead on Monday night. So that means that our post game show will come the day after. Well, it'll get uploaded on a Wednesday, so keep on the lookout for that. Later on this week, we'll also be dropping, or actually earlier this week, because the Chief show will come out a little bit later. We'll be breaking down NFL Week 5 and the games that you need to watch, as well as some fantasy football tips coming just from Sean. He's been getting a lot of bad grades, so maybe just tail him.
Shouldn't be getting bad grades. Should not be getting bad grades. This is going to be a great week. Tune in.
Until next time,
Alrighty.
go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
This guy sucks toes.
Where's the beef?